folks, tis RickWa, and for this video's reaction for today, I will be reacting to Baki Logic in a Nutshell 1 and Baki Logic in a Nutshell 2. Both videos are by Manga. So please be sure to, follow his channel too, or subscribe to his channel too, because I've seen a few of his videos on on the Baki related stuff, and this shit is too funny. This shit is too funny. Oh man, so I haven't seen this or this one. So without further ado, before getting into the reaction at least, thank you to everyone who has supported my channel, from watching my videos to liking my videos, for the positive comments, especially those who have subscribed to my channel, and being sure to smack that bell button as well, so you know when it is that I'm posting a reaction video. And going forward, like I said, as always, just trying to continuously positively grow my content creation further and going onward with the reaction channel, and also with my stream as well, which I will post the link in my in the description here for my stream channel. But without further ado, let's get started with these reactions, shall we?
Before I start the video, let me tell you guys I'm not gonna include the fact that Yujiro stopped Earthquake with his punch, because that is one of the most logical things you will ever see. Also, the reason why Yujiro's or Baki's hairs fly is because their demon back farts at their hairs when they are in rage mode. And yes, Fat Yujiro exists. In Baki, the most logical thing is imagination. You want to be a monkey? Imagine yourself as a monkey. Wanna be a dinosaur? Imagine yourself as a dinosaur. I mean, you can even increase the number of joints in your body if you imagine hard enough. Imagine hard enough and you can fight with the imaginary mantis who will give you real bruises. Imagination is Baki so strong that I wouldn't be surprised if a children imagining himself as a swordsman is better than medieval knights. In Baki, even if you are completely crushed, it doesn't really matter. For example, when Dorian's ribs were completely broken, he was still able to not only walk but also jump better than any world-class athlete, which I know isn't a big accomplishment, because in Baki, world champions are trash. Everybody can break world records, but that doesn't mean that they are new record holders. So in short, being a world champion doesn't mean shit. Even after exploding his arm, Dorian was still standing and singing.
L'amour de ma vie. Oh, the love of my life, you are my dream.
I mean, that's what you do after giving an explosive high five to the face, whereas a direct explosion to the face didn't damage Toppo's eyes at all.
Wow.
Now you guys might be thinking that why didn't he die of blood loss then? It's because Baki characters have unlimited blood supply. Later Dorian almost had his hand ripped off, but within just a few minutes his hand was perfectly healed. But if you are really weak like Ali Jr., you have to punch bags for hours to recover, which in my opinion is a really long time. Spec also recovers and transforms from this to this within a few weeks. Now you guys might be thinking that how the fuck did he recover his muscles so fast with just goddamn glucose, and that too while sleeping? I don't know how he did this, but maybe he got his protein from air, and for training he just imagined himself swimming, because of which he was actually swimming. But Baki didn't even need glucose to recover, and he got all of his muscles back within a few minutes by just drinking 14 kilos of sugar water. Now there are two reasons why this happened. Reason number one, he was a Hanma, so his blood imagined that there was protein in the sugar water and used that protein to form muscles. Reason number two, the sugar water had been mixed with Retsu's hand, so there was 4,000 years of Chinese love in the sugar water. But if you are completely destroyed and dead, you can still be fixed by Mr. Kureha Shinogi, aka the best doctor in the world. All the doctors are trash except this one, who is always on call to help the top fighters. If a man is literally dead and his soul is going to heaven, this guy can actually pull that soul back in the body. Sadly, my man is always on a call to heal fighters. He literally can't even pee, because for some reason he is the only guy who can fix a chopped off head, which is pretty strange. My man is not even getting paid. After losing a gallon of blood, Baki characters are warmed up and ready to fight seriously. To be honest, every character in Baki can probably donate blood to a whole state, but there was one scene where it got illogical.
He's in some kind of coma, probably from all the blood he's lost.
Maybe Doyle's character was glitched or bugged and he didn't had that unlimited blood supply. And it really doesn't even matter how many bones are broken. It's all about that warrior mentality. During his fight with Dorian, this guy Dopo Orochi gets his hand chopped off, which made him happy.
Funny thing is, I did some spear hand training years ago. Hurt like hell. Slamming my fingers into those bamboo posts made me start to wish I didn't have any damn fingers.
And then he does the most logical thing. He beats Dorian without any fingers. Now this is motivation, but he needed those fingers to do a lot of personal stuff. So he got his hand perfectly fixed by Kureha Shinogi's father. In Baki universe, you can get stronger by eating someone else's teeth.
Jeez, yo. I've already watched all of Baki as is.
If you train your
Not
ass
the
and
dub,
your
the
internal
sub.
organs very hard, you will be capable of flying with farts like this. This one can be really useful though. If your male friend has a headache or his head hurts, then this is what you can do to relieve him.
Oh, does your head hurt? That's okay. How did you forget about that?
And believe me, your friend won't have headache anymore. If you want a rose perfume, you shouldn't go to a store and buy it. Instead, just take a rose, squeeze it, and have a homemade perfume. You can also become a woman by just applying lipstick and wearing a skirt. And believe me, no one will doubt you even if your shoulders are wider than most men and have more muscular legs than male bodybuilders. In Baki universe, main characters can actually turn off physics. It's like a cheat code, like Ritsu Kaio said. And then he ran on water with Doyle.
I've got this.
Throwing up 80% of your body fluids after your insides spontaneously combust due to the usage of steroids will not weaken you at all. Instead, it will make you stronger. Hanayama before fighting Yujiro Hanma.
Weakling. I'll show you weakness.
Hanayama after fighting Yujiro Hanma.
Nah!
I think he broke every bone in my entire body.
Gaia before fighting Yujiro Hanma.
So why don't you shut your mouth and let's do what we came to do? I'll start with a demonstration on the potential of adrenaline.
Gaia after fighting Yujiro Hanma.
Gaia!
Dopo Orochi before fighting Yujiro Hanma.
Then before you and all these witnesses, I challenge this monster to my first match.
Dopo Orochi after fighting Yujiro Hanma. Jack Hanma before fighting Yujiro Hanma.
The finale would be me caving in your skull.
Jack Hanma after fighting Yujiro Hanma. Baki Hanma before fighting Yujiro Hanma.
Fight, you pig!
Baki Hanma after fighting Yujiro Hanma.
Is it all that rare to see a kid carrying his own mother down the street on his back?
Somehow Baki Hanma is the only one who can easily walk after fighting Yujiro Hanma. How people bully Hanayama. That guy is literally 4 times my size. Let's bully him and teach him a lesson. That sounds like a great idea. When Hanayama's teacher goes to a bar and sees Hanayama, he instantly recognizes him and says that he looks like a teenager. I mean, dude, Hanayama looks like a guy who went to every single fight since the dawn of the time and won all of them. Yujiro gets unconscious from a bunch of darts, whereas Hanayama, who applied ridiculous amount of pressure on Yujiro's arms, couldn't do shit. Pretty realistic. I also have a Discord server, guys, where we all can come up with even greater ideas, grow the Baki and overall anime community. Also through my Discord server, you guys can chat with me and suggest me new ideas. Or you can just talk about anime with other like-minded anime fans. And we can do a lot of other things on Discord server which we cannot do on YouTube. So if you're interested, you can join the Discord community by clicking the link in the description below. That's it for the video, guys. Hope you guys liked the video. If you did,
oh man, that Baki logic. It makes sense. Not really, but that's the joke. Oh man. On to this one.
Baki is one of the most entertaining martial arts anime, and today I'm gonna talk about some of the most logical things in Baki. In Baki, the most logical thing is imagination. If you imagine hard enough, you can activate X-ray vision, but only if you have sexy eyes just like Yujiro. Or you can also fight anyone or become anything if your imagination is strong enough, like Baki fought his imaginary dad, or when he fought imaginary Ritsu and learned all of his 4,000-year-old Chinese moves in less than an hour. And if your imagination is just next level, then you can even come back to life after dying, just like Yuichiro. And of course, being a monkey or dinosaur or a Pac-Man are a child's play in imagination. PP training in imagination is possible, but the amount of concentration needed to do PP training in your imagination is beyond human mind. I, as a mere mortal, tried this imagination technique in my life and it worked really good. For example, I imagined having 10 billion subscribers and the next minute I had 10 billion subscribers. Now you guys might be thinking that there aren't even 10 billion people in the world. You see, that's the power of imagination. It can create real illusion of reality. I also imagined having 0 coronavirus cases and the next moment I saw there were 0 cases. You see, that's the level of imagination I have achieved. You guys should give it a try as well. What different type of people do when they have to cross a river while carrying a dumb friend who got high on Coke Zero. Normal people, I think I should swim. Scared people, I think I should just jump from this end to that end. People with the experience of 4,000 years of Chinese martial arts. No time to swim or jump, so let's just become Jesus and run on water. And if my friend's bones shatter because of my inhuman movements, then I will just call Dr. Kureha Shinogi, who will use a flex tape and fix him in an hour. It really sucks when you practice martial arts your whole life only to be defeated by a kid just because he did his PP training and you have been a virgin bitch all your life.
Reality is often disappointing.
Breaking slabs of dirt that are as thin as rice crackers won't really measure anything at all, no matter how many I can break.
2 minutes later. Few episodes later.
Here's what else my dad had to say about that. He said only little girls slap. And that it's something a grown man should never be caught doing.
Few episodes later. But Dad, you said that a man should never be caught slapping. Yes, and I'm still saying it. A man should never be caught slapping.
What did it cost?
PP. Yanagi after getting destroyed by Yujiro. Hey sir, this is Yanagi, a death row inmate who has killed hundreds of people and escaped from prison. But someone chopped off his hand and he also has a broken mouth. Okay, let's give him a VIP treatment, an artificial hand with an extremely sharp hook, and hope his condition gets better. But sir, don't you think it's really dangerous? Especially in Yanagi's case because he always uses his hands in his attacks. Don't worry, it will be fine. Few episodes later.
Not the Curb Your Enthusiasm.
One Punch Man, Dragon Ball and other anime characters.
Let's fight somewhere else where there are no people.
Baki characters. This seems like a perfect place to fight.
Sorry, I'm in your way, guys. Can I go now?
When a character in Baki says that they have an average family, this is what they mean. Hi, I'm Baki, just an average 17-year-old teenager who happens to be the world's strongest kid alive. My father is the strongest creature alive. My friends are some of the strongest people in the world. And my grandfather also defeated US. I can break all the world records like bones, although I have broken more teeth than world records. I also have a demon on my brain and my back. I have been poisoned in the past, but my demon back and Hanma blood showed mercy on the poison and didn't poison the poison. But again, I'm just an average 17-year-old kid. If you are not an average or worse than me, then you should follow these steps. Step 1. Take some water and store it in your palm. Dip your nose and mouth in the water and die. I mean seriously, if you can't poison the poison or can't even beat world records, then you should just die. But I seriously think you should reconsider your life choices and drink 4,000-year-old Chinese holy water to strengthen and purify yourself. If you want to make your body harder than a rock, then these 3 steps will do that for you. Step 1. Wake up at 4 a.m. and start rubbing salt for the next 12 hours. Step 2. Eat steak. A lot of steak. Eat until you start vomiting and drink wine instead of water. Step 3. Take a chain and start pulling helicopters from the air. If you don't have a helicopter near you, you can just type "oh dude" and a helicopter will spawn for you. If you do all of these things for 3 years, you will easily be able to stop a shotgun shot with your chest. And if you continue doing it for 10 years, you can even stop a bazooka with your chest. So you will basically become Hulk, but instead of anger, you will need more salt and steak to be more tougher and stronger. Yujiro when fighting nations. Literally whole nations feared him and couldn't do shit to him. Yujiro when the best brawler tried to explode his arms. Yujiro when some people shoot darts at him. Help me. So basically some people with darts and a net are stronger than entire nations. And the pressure of darts was greater than the pressure created by the grip of Hanma. Pretty realistic. Baki prisoners always wanted to taste defeat. And Japan is the place where they got their dream come true by getting kicked in the nuts. That hurts my nuts. But after getting their dream come true, now they want revenge. Pretty logical. I feel like even after dying, their souls won't accept defeat and will be like, oh, my body was too weak and that's why I left it. And now I am a strong soul who wants to taste defeat. In the beginning, Sikorsky was so fast that he kidnapped Kozuha in front of Baki without Baki even seeing or hearing anything. I mean, he was seriously faster than my hands. But 2 nut kicks later, he became slower than my grandma. I wish he had done his PP training, which would make his nuts stronger than 4,000-year-old Chinese diamonds. The moral of Sikorsky's story is protect your nuts at any cost or else just do PP training. So you don't even have to worry about your nuts, just like Doppo Orochi, Yujiro Hanma or Saitama. Ron Jubon used the hand pocket technique during his fight with Oliva. In this technique, Ron used his pocket to increase his speed. And I was wondering, how is this thing even possible? I mean, why didn't his pockets just rip apart when he pulled out his hands? Then I came to know that his pants were made from 4,000-year-old fibers. The same fibers from which Yuichiro's pants were made. That's why even a ton of TNT couldn't destroy Yuichiro's pants. How normal people introduce themselves.
You may address me as Oliver.
How Chad people introduce themselves. How no PP Giga Chats introduce themselves. In Baki, it doesn't really matter if you tear apart your whole face or explode your face or cut your body in half. You can still recover. It's all because of the warrior mentality. With the warrior mentality, you can even survive in space by hitting so hard that you make oxygen breathe. But once you get cuts, then they will become permanent scars. I also have a Discord server, guys, where we all can come up with even greater ideas, grow the Baki and overall anime community. Also through my Discord server, you guys can chat with me and suggest me new ideas, or you can just talk about anime with other like-minded anime fans, and we can do a lot of other things on Discord server which we cannot do on YouTube. So if you're interested, you can join the Discord community by...
Alright, well, yeah, that's basically the end of the video with that, but either way, those are both pretty funny. I'm not gonna lie. Oh man, Baki logic. Oh, yo. Until the next video, folks. Peace out.